drive, left field. This one is going. This one is gone.
This is SportsCenter.
Before the Home Run Derby's first crack of the bat, you will see all 32 dingers hitting Sunday's games.
When the Cubs win 3 or 4, they're going to the World Series, and if they lose 3 or 4, they're a last-place team.
Sweet Lou just getting started. He weighs in on jinxes, the tough fans and media, plus facing Albert Pujols. See where Lance is after stage 9, plus don't miss his surprising post-race comments about his future. 1, 2, 3, 4! And it was supposed to be just another unusual White Sox promotion. Why 30 years later is a night many will never forget. You always tell the kids, get that bat off your shoulder, right? Hello and welcome to a Midsummer Classic kind of SportsCenter. With John Buccigross, I'm Steve Levy. Baseball's All-Star break upon us, and before the Home Run Derby starts, we'll show you every home run hit on Sunday. Now, you're going to have to wait a little while for the first one.
Yeah, no one has hit more home runs than the Bronx Bombers, the Yankees, this year, tied with the Rangers for most in baseball at the break. The Yankees had homered in 67 of their 87 games. That's 77% coming in to Sunday. And we start with the Yanks in Anaheim against the Angels. You see, they don't play in Anaheim very well of late. Brett Gardner, not a home run hitter. And here, John Lackey having his way. Lackey, good outing. 7 innings, 2 earned, 6 strikeouts. Gets Jose Molina there after A-Rod and Gardner. Bottom 4, Angels down, facing CC Sabathia. Bobby Abreu, that's a fair ball down the left field line. This tourist scores. And the former Yankee ties the game at 1. Later in the 4th, runners on the corners. Howie, Kendrick, Eric Hinsky. Oh, Sabathia's like, I think we should have had that out for the second out. Doesn't happen. Angels up 2-1. Later, it's 3-1. Rob Quinlan to center. Playing him deep. Kendrick scores. Angels get 4 in the 4th, up 4-1. Sabathia 6 2/3, 5 earned. Brett Gardner to first. Kendry Morales throws it into left field. This is top of the 7th. Yankees down by 2, so they're in pretty good shape here. Bases loaded for Alex Rodriguez. Look at the play by Sean Figgins. The pick, and he has a great arm and a super pick at first. What a play! And the Angels remain on top. Yankees threaten top of 8. It's a 5-2 game. The milkman to left. Only 1 run scores, but then Posada adds another with a sacrifice fly. Oh, it's a 5-4 game. Nick Swisher looks like he would tie the game with an RBI single. Instead, inning-ending double play. The liner back to Oliver and double off at first. Top of 9, one more chance. Fuentes against A-Rod, and Fuentes converts his 13th straight save up. He's not allowed to run in 14 straight appearances. The Angels sweep the Yankees.
All right, so no home runs in that game, and with the way Josh Beckett's been dealing, there was no way the Royals were going to go big fly off of him. Beckett seeking his 100th career victory, facing Jose Guillen, and you know he's got the fastball. How's the curve looking? Guillen swings and misses badly, and really, can you blame him? And then on the next pitch, the 0-2, Beckett's going to get him. Great curve ball away. Guillen not even close. Beckett in the end would throw a 3-hit shutout. Maybe most impressive in that, needed just 94 pitches, including this 96-mile-an-hour heater that John Buck swings through. Watch it again. Jason Varitek, that's the universal thinger for the fastball. Yeah, he wants it again. Buck does not. Beckett showing command of all his pitches. That 95 miles an hour up in the zone on the fastball. Late innings, Beckett even showing off his defense, doing everything well. Able to deflect the baseball right to Dustin Pedroia. He meant to do that, Beckett, by the way. Josh Beckett, after throwing 2 shutouts in his first 206 career starts, now has 2 shutouts in his last 5 starts. Got it all going on. Wow. Beckett entered the 9th throwing only 83 pitches, strikes out Billy Butler to end the game. Jason Bay reached base 5 times without a hit. First Red Sox player to do that since Ted Williams. All right, stop me if you've heard this one before. Red Sox and Yanks are 1-2 in the AL East. Boston takes a 3-game lead into the All-Star break. They've been in first for 47 days this season. Boston's been in first in the AL East at the break each of the last 5 seasons. That's the longest streak since the Yankees from 98 through 04. As for New York, they've been in first place 14 days this season. Half of that time, they've been splitting first place with their pals off the pike. And head-to-head, no contest. The Red Sox have won all 8 meetings. They meet next August 6th in the Bronx. I was bunting for a hit there. More so than any other sport, baseball is all about the statistic, and new stats may be on the way. A new camera and software system is in its final testing phase. It's possible, as soon as even next season, we'll know, for example, who's the rangiest shortstop or most efficient base runner. That's a great discussion for another time.
I was doing my Willie Stargell, if you didn't notice.
I knew that.
Steve, baseball's most simple and graphic stat is the home run. And on this SportsCenter, we will show you every home run hit on Sunday. There were none hit in Fenway or Angel Stadium, so you haven't missed one yet. How about this one? Rangers-Mariners, 214 home runs combined this year. Mariners go into the All-Star game. Wakamatsu, Hernandez, Ichiro hitting 400 his last 21 games, 362 so far. He was 2 for 5. M's lead 2-0. Hank Blaylock, that's a home run. We got a home run in SportsCenter, 19th of the year. His contract's up after this year. Blaylock timing it right, and the Rangers lead 3-2. 2 batters later, Nelson Cruz. That is gone. How about number 22 of the year for Nelson Cruz? He's a home run derby dude. Again, you can watch the Home Run Derby on ESPN Monday night, and you will see Nelson Cruz in St. Louis. He ties the game at 3. Bottom 7, Chris Shelton. Off C.J. Wilson, here comes Josh Wilson, and the Mariners will take 3 of 4 from Texas. Eric Bedard pitches well again. All right, so here's the deal in the American League West. Angels, Rangers, and Mariners. You see the Mariners 4 games back. The Rangers dropped 2 in a row going into the break. They're now a game and a half back of the Angels. Seattle and L.A. resume play on Thursday, while Texas waits until Friday.
All right, best team in all of baseball, that's the Dodgers. They were without Manny for 50 of their first 88 games. Trevor Hoffman named for the All-Star team on Sunday, replacing Jonathan Broxton. Top of the first, Giovanni Gallardo on for the Brewers, and Manny Ramirez batting, and Corey Hart overruns the ball, and Ramirez is in for a double. Manny with 3 for 3 with a walk. Check it again. Hart, he's looking at Mike Cameron, not looking at the baseball. The Dodgers threatening early. 2 batters later, bases loaded, James Loney. Little bloop job in the center. Cameron coming on is going to bobble it out there. That allows Rafael Furcal and Ramirez to score. Dodgers up 2-zip. Cameron charged with an error. Just to the bottom of the first, Clayton Kershaw pitching gets Cameron swinging. That's a rough inning for Cameron. Kershaw out of the jam. Bottom of the third, Kershaw getting help from his D. Ryan Braun to center, and Orlando Hudson. Great defense from the 2-time All-Star. Gallardo facing Brad Ausmus in the top of the 4th. Get out of town, you know he means it. That's his first home run of the season. His first as a Dodger. Bottom of the 5th. Kershaw, great outing, facing Hart, gets him. Kershaw, 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned. Chris Smith on to face Orlando Hudson. First pitch thrown, gone. And that's the 4th home run you've seen so far on SportsCenter. Hudson's 6th. Are you ready for the 5th home run of the show? Mitch Stetter into his pitch, his 2nd pitch thrown. Hudson gets him, and get this, exactly 7 home runs at the All-Star break in 5 of the last 6 seasons for Hudson. Can't make that stuff up.
Consistent.
Bottom of the 9th, Brewers down 7-4. Ryan Braun pops out to end it, and the Dodgers win, so what else is new, 7-4. The biggest lead of any team in the majors. The break belongs to the Dodgers, who have spent 7 games. They've spent 92 days in first place in the NL West. When Manny was suspended for 50 games on May 7th, they were 21-8. That's amazing. During the suspension, the Dodgers posted a strong 29-21 record without him. Why are they so good? Their hitting ranks first in the NL, 275 batting average. Their pitching staff trails only the Giants, the NL and ERA. So there were 5 home runs in the first 4 highlights in our SportsCenter Home Run Derby, none by the Yankees or Red Sox. They did feature Orlando Hudson, who recorded a multi-home run game for the first time in his career, and it did include Nelson Cruz, who will be in the Home Run Derby Monday, 8 Eastern, right here on ESPN.
Ed Werder reports that Minnesota Vikings offensive coordinator Darren Bevel traveled to Hattiesburg, Mississippi last week to watch Brett Favre go through a rigorous throwing session that included an estimated 100 passes. Favre is 6 weeks removed from the arthroscopic surgery Dr. James Andrews performed on his right shoulder. Werder also reports that during their visit to his home last Wednesday, Favre informed Bevel that he wants to play in Minnesota during the upcoming season, but remains unable to commit because he wants to be totally confident that he can play the whole season.
All right, still to come here on SportsCenter. This terrific throw by Jermaine Dye nailed Justin Morneau at second. See why Dye may have had some pregame help from pizza, a sandwich, and a banana. He emerged from 3.5 years of retirement to not only compete but contend at the tour. Why that has Lance Armstrong hinting at a return. This drama on 18 at last year's U.S. Open helped send Tiger to victory. Deja vu at the Women's Open. See who emulated Tiger's putt,
I guess with the fact that this organization hasn't won in so long, it brings out the frustrations in people quickly.
That may have been one of the fastest lessons Lou learned as Cubs skipper. Hear what else he says about the Wrigley faithful coming up on SportsCenter.
Go back.
Mr. Miller.
Everyone's heading to Arby's for the official $5 combo of summer, featuring Arby's new barbecue bacon cheddar roast burger with curly fries and a drink for only $5. Big on barbecue taste, it's the $5 combo done better.
Since 1862, the best mojitos have always been made the same way. Please drink responsibly.
The inherent value of a Range Rover Sport easily handles the ups and downs of sand, mud, and the economy. Range Rover Sport. The luxury that's more than a luxury.
These two here, guys. It's all good, man. Don't sweat it.
Don't worry about it.
You know what? Follow me.
There you go, guys. Enjoy the games.
Heineken Light, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Hey, guys, can you pass me one? Please?
Heineken Light. Give yourself a good name.
Hi there, top of the hour here on SportsCenter. Steve Levy alongside John Buccigross. We hit the baseball all-star break. The Cubs won the first game today, and the Cardinals made quick work of them. That's why SportsCenter got an early start. We've seen 5 home runs already in the show. We're going to show you all 32.
That's right, the Home Run Derby, of course, on ESPN on Monday night at 8 o'clock. SportsCenter rolls on, showing you every home run hit on Sunday. Let's go to Minnesota. Denard Span? Yes. 6th home run we've shown you on SportsCenter, and you're going to see them all. 1-0 Twins. Bottom 2. Look at Carlos Gomez. Mark Burley of late has been good. Wasn't good in this one. 8 earned in 3 1/3. Most earned runs he's given up since August 2nd of last season. Look at Brendan Harris. 5th home run of the season for Harris, and the Twins are suddenly up 8-1, and our home run counter is up to 8. Now, later in the 4th, check this out. Justin Morneau off the baggy and right. He's going to go for 2, but Jermaine Dye is going to field and throw to Alexi Ramirez, and Morneau is out. Now, Dye made that play because he prepared for it during the mascot T-ball game. Here's what happened before the game. The Twins mascot, TC the Bear, puts it in the right field. Dye fields the ball. He's going to throw to the piece of pizza. Now, pizzas notoriously have horrible arms, so you need another cutoff man. Pizza to the banana. He's filled with potassium. He throws an accurate throw to the raspberry, but the raspberry here, sandwich here, does a terrible job.
What are you doing?
Raspberry's holding on to balls at plays of the plate, normally good, but there he drops the ball, and the White Sox love it. Back to the game.
Oh, yeah.
Jim Thome, 555th career home run. 8 shy of Reggie Jackson for 12th on the all-time list. But in the end, it is the Twins who get things done. Gomez to left, Morneau, Kadire score, and the Twins go into the All-Star break with a winning record for the 6th straight season.
All right, Rockies needed an all-star performance to beat the Braves. Brad Hoff, he's the all-star. He's batting just 125, 1 RBI, 7 games against the Braves this season. He's going to fix this. Off Chris Medlin in the bottom of the 2nd, and that is home run number 10 so far here on SportsCenter. Troy Tulowitzki, home run off Medlin into right. Tulowitzki's 16th of the year, and the Rockies down 5-3. Top of the 5th, Brooks Conrad off Jorge De La Rosa. It's 2-run shot. Conrad goes 3 for 5. There's a double away from the cycle. But we're all about the home runs here on SportsCenter. Braves lead 7-3. Seth Smith off Manny Acosta in the bottom of the 7th. It's a 7-6 game. Rockies love coming from behind. They would have a 4-run comeback, their biggest of the season. Tied at 7, man on, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Hoff gets it done off Luis Valdez, making his major league debut. Seth Smith able to beat the relay throw home. The Rockies 29-13 under Jim Tracy.
The Giants' Jonathan Sanchez threw a no-hitter Friday night against the Padres. 4 Giant pitchers threw a 14-hitter on Sunday against San Diego. Kevin Kuzminoff, 3-run homer of Barry Zito. Kuzminoff's 12th. Zito allowed 10 hits and a career-high tying 9 earned runs in 5 1/3. Eliezer Alfonso to left, and that is gone. 2nd homer for him on the season, 15th on the SportsCenter. Again, you're going to see every home run hit on Sunday here on SportsCenter. Home Run Derby, Monday night, ESPN, 8 o'clock. Bottom 5, it's the Giants' turn. John Bowker's home run is first of the season. Max Venable's son, Will Venable, to left center. First of the season for him, and the Padres up 10-3. Meanwhile, Giant foul ball adventures. AT&T Park, they lead the league in foul ball adventures. Usually it's from the ball dudes. Here, it's from the actual players. Oh, man. Travis Ishikawa doesn't make the catch. He would be okay. Easy for me to say. I'm wearing loads of makeup. He would eventually leave 3 innings later. But, man, that's some toughness right there. Top of 9, Blanks batting again. And look at the fan. Oh, sister. What a play.
That's full extension.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Steve Levy. All right, well done. All right, look like a Judd. All right, at the break, the Giants lead the NL wild card by 2 games over the Rockies. Not bad for a team that finished the season 12 games back in the NL West and were 18 games under 500. Brewers, Marlins each are 4 games back, tied for 3rd in the wild card hunt. All right, the total now up to 17 in terms of home runs. Bernard Span, Brennan Harris, Carlos Gomez, homer for the Twins. They have 12 combined. Thome homer in the game, 14 in the season. Congrats to the Padres, who became the last team to score 10 runs in a game this season, thanks in part to their 3 home runs.
One participant in the home run derby went deep twice. Was it one of these guys? Keep it here to find out who swung the big lumber on Sunday.
Lance Armstrong already talking riding again in next year's Tour de France. After Sunday's racing, Armstrong was asked if this would be the last year in cycling's premier race for him. Quote, probably not. Maybe one more tour. Armstrong, who is riding for Astana without salary this year, has previously hinted he may launch his own team next season. Armstrong, his legs, they proved resilient. His racing savvy, impressive. Also, he admitted there's a bit of a rivalry going on with Alberto Constador, the 07 winner. He says the honest truth is there's a little tension. These are the most explicit comments yet, that teamwork may be taking a back seat to individual ambitions. Armstrong getting more encouragement. Now, the finish was a dead heat between France's Pierre Federico and Italy's Franco Pellizzati. After some jockeying, Pellizzati gets out in front. Federico said afterwards, "I knew I needed to go out, and that's what I did." The rest of the pack was 34 seconds behind the two who are at one point more than 5 minutes ahead. Top three of the overall standings remains the same, with Armstrong third at the Tour de France. So here it is. Armstrong remains 8 seconds behind the leader after stage 9. He's in third place for the third consecutive day. Monday, a day of rest before the Tour picks up on Tuesday with the first of 3 straight flat stages. It's a 121-mile stage that obviously favors the sprinters. Now, during Armstrong's 7 Tour de France wins, he's only been the leader after the 9th stage, where we are now, on 2 occasions. He's currently third, which is the exact standing he was at after 9 stages in his last Tour appearance in 05, when he trailed by 2 minutes, 18 seconds.
Brazilian authorities have formally accused the wife of slain former boxing champ Arturo Gatti with her husband's murder. That, according to police, who arrested 23-year-old Amanda Rodriguez on Sunday, saying she used the strap of her purse to strangle Gatti in his sleep. Rodriguez was a suspect because of contradictions in her story. Among them, she couldn't explain how she spent nearly 10 hours in the room without noticing that Gatti was already dead. The couple's son, who wasn't hurt, is now with Rodriguez's sister.
Coming up on SportsCenter, Albert Pujols has done something that puts him in a class with Mickey Mantle, Aaron Perez, and Tony, and Barry Bonds. What he's done to join exclusive company. Tony La Russa, often considered a genius, but it was Lou Pinella reaching into his bag of tricks. Don't miss what he did on Sunday night, and we also have a conversation with Lou. And it was supposed to be another unusual White Sox promotion. Why 30 years later, it went terribly wrong.
I hope they don't let you people see what's going on here at Comiskey Park. One of the saddest sights I've ever seen in a ballpark in my life. This garbage of demolishing a record has turned into a fiasco.
The Open Championship, July 18th and 19th on ABC.
Check out Zero Calorie Sobe Life Water. Bursting with vitamins and antioxidants. 0 artificial sweeteners and 0 calories. Naturally sweetened, wildly delicious. In great new flavors. Get a Life Water.
I've invented my own personal brand of fireworks. And this is where you'll see me set them off.
X Games 15 starts July 30th on ESPN, presented by The Final Destination.
We have to get out of here. We're all gonna die.
Have you lost your mind?
I keep having these visions. I see how the next person's gonna die.
What do you mean, the next person?
Survivors in the accident.
Look out! Final Destination. Rated R. Take the trip in 3D, 2D in select theaters.
You give your sport 100%. So should your sunscreen. Coppertone Sport is 100% sunscreen. Neutrogena is 28% chemical propellant. Coppertone gives you better protective coverage. Waterproof, sweatproof. Coppertone Sport 100%.
Welcome to the Now Network. Population 49 million. Right now, 1.5 million people are on a conference call. 750,000 wish they weren't. Construction workers are making 244,000 Nextel Direct Connect calls. 1 million people are responding to an email. 151 accidentally hit Reply All. That's happening now. America's most dependable 3G network, bringing you the first wireless 4G network. Sprint, the Now Network.
My name is Michael Ford. I'm the only one left who knows the truth.
The critics agree. The Conduit is a direct hit. One of the Wii's best titles of the year. The best first-person shooter. Truly magnificent online multiplayer. Conduit, only on the Wii, rated T for teen.
Living notoriously well with Jose Cuervo means being yourself, except when you're pretending to be someone else.
Everything okay, Senator?
Yes? Smooth. Introducing Cuervo Silver, notoriously smooth.
Find me a dirty boy. Dirty, greasy hair in a guy is a turnoff. So guys, get it clean. Use Axe Intense shampoo and get girl-approved hair. A message from the Axe Hair Crisis Relief.
Jumping 20 buses, it's Danger.
Danger!
Sullivan.
It's my first name. Danger!
Are you ready?
All right, Danger, we are good to go. Watch me fly!
Engine sludge can strike anyone. So get Castrol GTX. It has superior sludge protection that exceeds the industry standard.
Hey, how far to go?
Castrol GTX. It's more than just oil. It's liquid engineering.
It's baseball's most exciting night. Balls flying out of the stadium at the Home Run Derby, with heavy hitters like Albert Pujols on his home turf.
Out of here, a home run for Albert Pujols.
And Ryan Howard in his hometown.
Back it goes. This one is gone.
Top sluggers swing for the fences. Live from St. Louis, the 2009 State Farm Home Run Derby, Monday at 8 Eastern on ESPN.
But of course, Home Run Derby can't start until Albert and the Cardinals get back to St. Louis. Had some unfinished business to take care of before the break. Played 2 games Sunday at Wrigley. Again, we'll show you every single home run, including Micah Hoffpower. 3-run shot, 8th of the season, 18th on SportsCenter, and the Cubs lead 3-0. Carlos Zambrano, you already sang Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and let's go get some runs. And get some runs for Carlos Zambrano. Well, he took matters into his own hands. Rips a solo shot off Kyle Loesch. That's Big Z's 3rd jack of the season, 19th of the show. And the Cubs at a 4-3 lead. Bottom 7 out, base loaded, 1 out. Sam Fuld. Yeah. Get over it, Zambrano. It's your 3rd home run of the season. Act like you've been there before. Sam Fuld grounds Skip Schumacher at second. Schumacher's coming home. Jason LaRue, that's great, but he never touched home plate. So Alfonso Soriano is safe. Watch it again. The ball beats Soriano, but LaRue doesn't touch home plate. Soriano's safe. Cubs lead 5-3. Next batter, base still loaded. It's Coy Hill. Ground ball. You don't see this every day. Albert Pujols makes an error. Pujols boots the ball. He did come through, though, with a 2-run double, not pictured here. Pujols, 87 RBIs, ties Mark McGwire. Most RBIs at the break by a Cardinal player in the last 50 seasons, and he had another game to go.
Final game of baseball's ceremonial first half was on ESPN Sunday Night Baseball. Game 2 of the Cards-Cubs doubleheader. Cubs going for the sweep. Ryan Ludwig, he's getting warm now. 14th homer for him, 20th of our show, and the Cardinals lead 2-0. And Albert Pujols at center. Sam Fuld, look out for the birds. Nice catch. Pujols 0 for 4 in Game 2. Top of 5, still 2-1 Cards. Brendan Ryan up. Adam Wainwright on second, and it's channels his inner Mark Eaton with the block shot. Right here, Cubs wanted the double play on either too far from the bag or intentional interference, but not called. Back to Ludwig. You know, Ryan Ludwig is the first Cardinal batter ever with 2 multi-homer games at Wrigley in the same season. Musial, McGwire, Pujols, Jack Clark, Ted Simmons, none of them have ever done that. That's amazing. It's also the last home run of the first half. Wainwright gets Baker there. He was good, 8 innings, 2 earned. Now check this out. This is crazy. Sean Marshall pitching with 2 on. Walks Nick Stavanoa there to load the bases. Now Lou doesn't want to take him out of the game and not have him for later in the inning. So what does he do? And we see this sometimes. Soriano out. Marshall goes to left. The righty comes in to face Brendan Ryan. Ryan's up with the bases loaded. Aaron Heilman. There's the pitch. That worked out well. 1 out. The plan is working. Heilman does his job. Piniella comes back out. Marshall can now pitch. Reed Johnson goes out to play left field. That's also key. LaRussa counters by pulling Skip Schumacher in favor of Jarrett Hoffpower. Piniella, I have to laugh, because this time I might have out-finessed myself. But Marshall gets Hoffpower. Lou, his plan's coming together brilliantly. 2 outs, then Colby Rasmus. Lefty on lefty, and guess who makes the bumbling, stumbling catch? Johnson. But upon further review, this might have been a trap. All right, bottom 9, Ryan Franklin, who appears to be giving birth to a BG via his chin, strikes out Micah Hoffpower. Jared Hoffpower's bro, and the Cardinals win 4-2. What a way to end our first half. All right, back to the dinger. We're up to 21 homers so far on this SportsCenter. In the first game of a day-night doubleheader, Micah Hoffpower had his first homer in 12 games. In the nightcap, we mentioned Ryan Ludwig, second multi-homer game of the season, both at Wrigley Field. First Cardinal ever to do that. He and Pujols are the only Cardinals with multi-homer games in 2009. Speaking of Albert Pujols, what an amazing first half of the season for Pujols. Clearly the MVP of the National League. His .332 batting average, 4th in the NL. Hanley Ramirez leads the NL in batting. He enjoys a comfortable lead in the home run race, 32. Next highest, Adrian Gonzalez, Mark Reynolds with 24, an 8-home run lead. And the RBI lead as well, 87. That's a 9 RBI lead over Prince Fielder. All right, Pujols in some pretty elite company. Just one of 5 players in the last 60 years who had the outright lead in homers and RBIs and had a batting average of .330 or better. 3 of the 4 went on to win MVP of the season. Only Tony Perez did not in 1970. Mickey Mantle won the Triple Crown in 1956, and that is clearly a possibility this year. We have not seen a Triple Crown in baseball since 1967. That'll be fun to watch in the second half.
Number 41 in your program. Number 1 in an SI poll is the manager big league players least want to play for. It's been a rough first half for Lou Pinella and his Cubs. Sweet Lou has shown his softer side. He even apologized to Milton Bradley for calling him a piece of something. But he's got his reasons to get riled up. Last Monday, he filled out his lineup card the way he wanted to for the first time since opening day. So injuries explain a lot, although they still shouldn't have been tied with the Royals, of all teams, for third fewest runs scored heading into Sunday. The always quotable Piniella, the subject of our Sunday conversation with Peter Gammons.
Lou, when Dave Righetti was throwing his no-hitter, did you talk to him?
No, we left him alone. We really did. He was intense that day. He was really into it. And when he came into that dugout, knowing that he had really, really good stuff, we left him alone.
So you do believe in jinxes?
I do believe in jinxes, yes. I really do.
Do you hear too much of that here, though?
You hear a lot of it here in Chicago, Peter. You really do.
How different is it here than you thought it would be?
I didn't realize, coming here, the intensity of this situation. You know, it's an intense place. It really is. And I guess with the fact that this organization hasn't won in so long, it brings out the frustrations in people quickly. When the Cubs win 3 or 4, they're going to the World Series, and if they lose 3 or 4, they're a last-place team. I mean, there's really not too much a balance in the middle. Places like this, they either make you a much better ball player, or they can make you a worse ball player. I don't think there's a happy medium there.
Well, coming off a year in which you led the National League in wins.
Yes.
How big a disappointment has this season been to you?
We thought that coming out of spring training that we would have a better record now than where we're at, no question. We didn't anticipate a lot of the problems that we've encountered here. We probably played 81 or 82 games here already as we speak. We've had our regular lineup on the field 2 days all year. It's been a rough summer. It really has. I mean, it hasn't been all that enjoyable.
Last week you said that you were the most cool, calm, and collected person around here.
You know, the media at times doesn't know how to take me here because I have fun with them. They're a very inquisitive sort. They've got all kinds of ideas on lineups and how to use your baseball team. And I guess that's okay. I mean, everybody's got opinions. But I have to do them before the fact, not after the fact. That's a big difference.
You've got one of the greatest modern hitters playing here this weekend. Is there any comparable that you've watched in your career to Albert Pujols?
I'll tell you, this guy here, yeah, he's truly He's truly a great hitter. He's a one-man wrecking crew. What can I say? We don't want him to beat us here. We take a liberty of walking him any time that we possibly can. And
well, if you came down to a one-game playoff against the Cardinals, and you were a 3-run lead in the 9th inning with the bases loaded,
you might walk him. How about that?
You would walk him.
I didn't say I would. I said, but you might.
My buddy Bucci, join him for SportsCenter on ESPN, Chicago.com on Monday morning. He's going to do a great job with the highlights of the Cubs doubleheader, the Sox game in Minnesota, and all that red-hot Blackhawk news.
That's right.
To know.
It's coming. Breaking news. All right, the Phillies exploded for 5 in the 9th Saturday to top the Pirates. See what they did in their very first at-bat on Sunday.
The field was on fire. You know, it was on fire. I've never seen a baseball field on fire